In the heart of Ohio, tucked away in a quiet neighborhood, stood an ordinary house with an extraordinary secret. Inside lived the Patel family, a testament to the beauty of diversity. Their lives were an intricate blend of tradition and modernity, laughter and love. And at the center of it all was Ravi Patel, a teenager whose life was about to take an unexpected turn. Life in their quaint town had always been peaceful. But for Ravi, it was about to change in ways he never imagined. The quiet town of Maple Creek was known for its friendly faces and close-knit community. During recess, while the other children played various games, they would exclude Ravi and his friends from their activities. They would call him and his friends names, using derogatory terms that cut deep into their young hearts. But amidst this hardship, Ravi found solace in his family's love and support. His parents, though saddened by what their son had to endure, taught him that true strength lay in his character, not his skin color. She continued to champion the project, using it as a platform to teach her students about appreciating the beauty in their differences. They started to challenge Principal Thompson's narrow perspective, asking him to reconsider his stance on the art project and its importance in their education.
How you do?
In the face of their combined efforts, Principal Thompson was forced to confront his own prejudices and the harmful effects they were having on the school community. They emphasized that they should not allow the ignorance of others to dim their spirits. He was a man who prided himself on his straightforwardness, but his gruff exterior hid a deep-seated prejudice. People from neighboring towns who had never given much thought to diversity now found themselves questioning their own beliefs and biases. He knew that the journey towards equality and inclusion was far from over. But he was ready to continue the fight, assuring that future generations would live in a world that valued diversity and celebrated the uniqueness of every individual. He stood before a group of young children, many of whom had faced the same struggles he once had. No matter how difficult the situation is, it is important to stay true to who you are. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any of our amazing stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for being yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not good enough or that you don't belong. Remember, your skin color does not determine your worth. You are valuable and deserving of respect and kindness, no matter what others may think or say. Be brave and stand up for yourself and for others who are facing discrimination. Be a role model and show the world that you do and need to be white to be successful. Your hard work and determination will pay off, so never give up on your dreams. And he shared his story. He told them that no matter how the world saw them, it was their choice to rise above, to stand tall, and to prove that no one, no matter their skin color, could limit their potential. Some saw the changes as positive, praising the students and faculty for creating a more tolerant and compassionate community. And inclusion, attracting students and educators from all over the country who wanted to be part of this progressive and forward-thinking community. The school's commitment to diversity extended beyond its classrooms and hallways. Influencing the entire town of Maple Creek, local businesses began to reflect the diversity of their customer base, offering products and services that celebrated the town's multicultural population. Others criticized the school for what they perceived as a misguided focus on differences rather than unity. He realized that his resistance was not born out of a desire to maintain order, but a fear of the unknown. With newfound resolve, Principal Thompson apologized for his past behavior and pledged to create a more inclusive environment at the school. She wanted her students to create artwork that represented the beauty of different cultures. Little did she know that this project would be the catalyst for a profound change in Maple Creek High. Ravi, inspired by his heritage. They understood that creating a more tolerant world would not be easy, but it was a responsibility they were willing to embrace. Principal Thompson, a stern and unbending man who had been resistant to any changes to the status quo, saw the project as divisive. He believed that emphasizing differences would create discord rather than harmony. To him, the idea of celebrating diversity seemed like an unnecessary distraction from what he saw as the school's primary goal, maintaining order and upholding traditional values. Decided to showcase the vibrant colors and intricate patterns of Indian culture. He spent hours researching, sketching, and painting, pouring his heart and soul into the project. As he worked, he began to realize that his heritage was not something to be ashamed of, but a source of pride. When the Patels came in to purchase supplies for their new home, his eyes narrowed, scrutinizing their every move. The students' artwork was displayed, each piece telling a unique story. Ravi's art drew the most attention. It's not just because of its vibrant colors and intricate details, but also because it challenged the preconceived notions of his viewers. People who had sneered at Ravi in the hallways now stood before his artwork in awe and admiration. This experience opened their eyes to the richness of Ravi's culture, shattering some of the barriers that had been erected by ignorance and prejudice. However, beneath this veneer of tranquility simmered a prejudice that had been allowed to go unchecked for too long. The arrival of the Patels was like a pebble dropped into a still pond, creating ripples of curiosity and unease among the residents. Each of these encounters chipped away at Ravi's confidence, leaving him feeling isolated and misunderstood. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, and the novelty of the Patels' presence wore off for most of the townspeople. Yet the prejudice against them remained, casting a long shadow over their lives. For instance, Mrs. Henderson, who lived 2 doors down with her husband, had never had anyone of darker skin tone living so close to her. Every time she passed by the Patels' house, she couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. She would clutch her husband's arm a little tighter and hurry along, her eyes darting from side to side. Then there was Mr. Williams, the owner of the local hardware store. But amidst this sea of uncertainty and prejudice, there were glimmers of warmth and acceptance. Take, for example, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, an elderly couple who lived on the corner of Maple Street. Their house was always adorned with flowers, and their smiles were as inviting as the aroma wafting from their kitchen. When they first encountered the Patels, they saw not skin color, but human beings with whom they could share stories and laughter. As the Patels settled into their new house, they were greeted by the whispers and sideways glances of their neighbors. At school, Ravi felt the sting of exclusion firsthand. One day, an art teacher named Ms. Johnson decided to organize a class project that aimed to celebrate diversity. On the day of the exhibition, the school gym was transformed into an art gallery. However, not everyone was receptive to this newfound understanding. Despite the principal's disapproval, Ms. Johnson remained steadfast in her belief that celebrating diversity was not about division, but about fostering empathy and understanding. As the school year progressed, the students began to see the value in embracing diversity. Slowly but surely, he began to understand that diversity was not a threat, but a strength. News of the school's transformation spread throughout Maple Creek, drawing both attention and criticism from the outside world. Despite the mixed reactions, the students of Maple Creek High remained steadfast in their commitment to diversity and inclusion. In the years that followed, Maple Creek High School became a beacon of diversity. As for Ravi, he went on to attend university, carrying with him the lessons he had learned about courage, resilience, and the importance of fighting for justice. One day, many years later, Ravi returned to his hometown, now a successful businessman. And that is the end of our story. Now, let's talk about the moral of the story. If you liked this story, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you think.